playing next year, to my source says. And message was, my dog, for sure. Going to try and get to the best shape I've been this offseason and get back to the mountaintop. Future conversation.
So he's probably coming back.
I think you could probably.
Yeah,
I think you
like
could say. I think you could say Travis Kelce's coming back.
You come out of this thing, you say, listen, even during wins, I talk about to the guys, I talk about learning, relax, take a deep breath, and there's time for all that.
It's been nothing but great. Are there times where you don't want to do it?
So what happens when you live the superstar lifestyle for one too long? You forget what normal feels like, and that's exactly what's up with TAYVIS, unfortunately, according to Dad Ed Kelce. But let's start off on a fair note. These two have been through the ringer lately. After the Chiefs' brutal 40-22 loss to the Eagles, the couple took a much-needed vacation overseas to decompress, and honestly, it was probably exactly what they needed. For Travis, the Super Bowl loss was tough. He had one of his worst games of the season, only 4 catches for 39 yards, and he had to wrestle with the heartbreak of the Chiefs falling just short of making history with a 3rd straight Super Bowl win. As for Taylor, well, she definitely needed a break too, especially after going viral for getting booed by Eagles fans at the Superdome. Talk about a tough crowd. Apparently, the time away gave them both space to think, especially Travis, who's been on the fence about whether he wants to retire or gear up for his 13th NFL season in 2025. But beyond that, the getaway seemed to help them talk through some of the challenges their relationship has faced, particularly around the public scrutiny they've both been dealing with. A source has spilled that Taylor's been advised to keep a low profile for now because, let's face it, some fans are totally painting her as the villain in their love story. Apparently, the couple has been having some seriously awkward chats with their teams about when and how to appear in public. Seriously, the romance is starting to feel a little less like romance and more like a PR strategy. With all the social media hate swirling around, it's left Taylor feeling a little shaken, and friends and family are on high alert, hoping they can navigate this tricky phase in their relationship. Their love story has been the talk of the town ever since they first started dating, and Taylor's been to a whopping 22 Chiefs games since they hooked up. Every time she shows up to cheer for Travis, the internet goes wild. But now, with the backlash getting louder, it looks like they may be taking a step back from the public eye during the offseason, at least until things calm down a bit. Time to hit pause on the love story and let the haters cool off. Meanwhile, fans are dying to know where Taylor ranks on Travis's priority list. Well, spoiler alert, she's top tier. Taylor is his number 1, and he's not shy about it. In January, on the Stephen A. Smith Show, Travis gushed about how Taylor fully supports him and loves cheering him on. That's not just casual girlfriend behavior, that's top priority in his world. Even after the Chiefs' tough Super Bowl loss, Taylor was there, keeping his spirits high. So where does she fit in his life with football, family, and fame? According to insiders, it's neck and neck with his Chiefs career. A source close to Travis even spilled that Taylor's his number 1 off the field. Football's his job, but she's his heart. He's also dropped some subtle hints on his New Heights podcast with brother Jason, joking, "Gotta keep the number 1 lady happy, she's got my back." Sure, football's his job, 12 seasons, 3 Super Bowl rings, and an $11.5 million bonus, but Taylor has quickly climbed the ranks. Fans are also noticing the way Kelsey grins whenever she's around. One viral clip even showed him waving to her at Chiefs practice, making it clear she's more than just a sideline cheerleader. She's his MVP. Even Chiefs GM Brett Veach said Travis is fired up for football and life, which we can totally guess is partly because of Taylor. And Dad Ed Kelce definitely thinks so too. Travis's dad recently spilled some tea during an interview with 9 News, and it's actually kinda sweet. He revealed that the couple is starting to embrace being a normal couple, something they've struggled with since their whirlwind romance began. Ed said that Travis and Taylor really enjoy each other's company and have finally found some downtime, just like any regular couple. He also threw in a little shade, saying she's not doing the heiress turn and he's not playing football. They're just exhaling for once. Sounds like they're putting the fame and the busy schedules aside for a bit, just enjoying each other's company for once.
Enjoy each other's company. They've had a whirlwind romance. They finally have time like a normal couple. The curiosity of this football player, this pop star, may have been something that encouraged them to reach out to each other.
And get this, the couple has been on multiple dates lately without getting mobbed by fans. That's right, they're having those quiet moments we all crave. On top of that, Chiefs coach Andy Reid also backed Taylor after that whole drama at the Super Bowl, where she got booed by Eagles fans. Looks like they finally found some peace amidst all the chaos.
You come out of this thing and you say, listen, even during wins, I talk about to the guys, I talk about learning, relax, take a deep breath. And there's time for all that to make them even greater than they already are. And in his case, he's arguably the greatest in the game. Consistently over a number of years, you're going to have about 50% of the people that like you and about 50% of them that can't stand you. Route running, all that stuff. That's our job. And that's a player's job, is to get better at their individual position.
But Ed's not the only one from the Kelce clan spilling their mind on air. We also have Kylie's absolutely hilarious banter, and this will have you rolling. When it comes to fashion, the Kelce brothers are totally on different wavelengths. Travis has definitely made fashion his thing. We're talking custom leather jackets, high-end streetwear collabs. Basically, he walks into Arrowhead like it's Paris Fashion Week. On the flip side, his brother Jason is known for his dad-style energy, often making headlines for his beer-fueled celebrations and laid-back vibes. Seriously, Jason's fashion motto seems to be, is it clean? Good enough.
Lose him. Oh, there's his brother. Says right on. That's Jason.
Kelsey spilled the tea on the duo's fashion clash during a candid chat with Chelsea Handler on her Not Gonna Lie with Kelsey podcast. She admitted that neither she nor Jason are really style icons, and that Travis is the true fashionista of the family. Kylie even joked, Travis and Taylor show up looking like a Vogue spread, and then there's Jason, dressed like he just woke up from a nap. Ouch. But honestly, we know who's winning the fashion game. While Travis is experimenting with bold colors and making statements, Jason is usually rocking flip-flops. Yep, even in the winter. Kylie had a hilarious confession about this habit, saying it's so common that when Jason actually wears shoes, people are like, holy shit, he wore shoes. But hey, it's his look, right? And Kylie, despite giving him a hard time, admits she's desensitized to the whole flip-flop thing. As for alternatives, she's good with Birkenstocks if they're beach-bound. But here's the thing. Despite Jason's chaotic fashion choices, his charm is undeniable. He's got the biggest heart, and that's what truly matters in the end. And Kylie? She wouldn't change a thing about him, flip-flops and all. Meanwhile, Travis's love life with Taylor is a whole vibe of its own. Kylie revealed that the family actually knew about their relationship before it went public, but it didn't exactly hit the group chat. So while the rest of the world was shocked when Taylor appeared at a Chiefs game, the Kelces were already in the know. And despite the rumors, Kylie denied any drama between her and Taylor. In fact, she admires how Taylor has influenced Travis's style, which, let's be real, has definitely leveled up since they've been together. But let's not forget Jason's iconic moments, like when he showed up shirtless to an Eagles game, chugging beer in a dog mask, or those shirtless pizza-eating celebrations at the Eagles Super Bowl parade. Clearly, Jason doesn't care about being runway ready, and honestly, we love him for it. His dad-style chaos is part of his charm, and Kylie is totally supportive no matter what he's wearing. So in the end, while Travis may have a better shot at the Best Dressed title, Jason's definitely got the best heart, and that's what really counts. With Kelsey finally confirming he's not hanging up the cleats just yet, on the Pat McAfee show, Travis texted him saying, "I'm coming back for sure, gonna try and get back to the mountaintop." So who helped him decide? His brother Jason seems to have played a big part.
We heard Brett Veach speak on the Travis Kelce future conversation and speculation. We heard Coach Andy Reid speak. He's playing next year, to my source says. And message was, my dog, for sure. Going to try and get to the best shape I've been this offseason and get back to the mountaintop. Future conversation.
So he's probably coming back.
I think you could probably.
Yeah,
I think you
like
could say. I think you could say Travis Kelce's coming back.
Jason hinted on the Steam Room podcast that Travis probably already knew what he wanted to do, but that their heart-to-heart talks probably sealed the deal.
You want to play or you don't want to play. Like he'll say something like that where it's just like, don't worry about all these, that he has a way of thinking about things that just way simplify what I'm making it out to be. Last year, before this season, when I decided to retire, in my heart, I was done. I couldn't do it anymore. I was still playing at a high level, but I could feel that I was not the same player, and it was only going to get worse, and it was getting harder.
Now, what about Taylor? Fans have been wondering if the pop star had any influence on Travis's decision. While she wasn't the reason he's coming back, her support definitely matters.
it's been nothing but great. Are there times where you don't want to do it, when you do it because the fan base that has showed up has earned it, and you get to correlate what down with our own personal, I guess, what's ambitions to be the best players in the world, to then all of a sudden not do that for a decade and then come back to it and see where he is.
On the Stephen A. Smith Show, Kelsey mentioned that Taylor encourages him to enjoy the game, and posts on X suggest he's been listening to her sad music to cope with the Super Bowl loss. So she's definitely part of the emotional process.
Me and Taylor are happy, and I couldn't be happier to have that, that confidence and that comfort off the field.
Been to in my life.
It's off the chain.
I couldn't believe it. It's the greatest concert I've ever been to in my life. I mean, and
along the second time, you started to pick up on something?
And dancing. Ain't that something?
That's the beauty of being in a very strong relationship, is that you get that support to be able to come in and focus on. I think I'm as focused as I've ever been on my job and being the best player that I could possibly be.
And speaking of being part of things, the 2025 Oscars are almost here, and we can't help but wonder, will Taylor make an appearance on the red carpet? With the big night just around the corner on March 2nd, fans are buzzing. Is Taylor going, and will she be bringing along her favorite Kansas City Chiefs tight end? The short answer? Maybe. It's looking like Taylor and Travis could be strolling the red carpet together, but don't expect Taylor to be performing or presenting at the ceremony. Her name isn't on the list of performers, presenters, or nominees. So if she shows up, it'll likely be as a guest. But let's just say Joel Alwyn is on the presenter list. We'll leave you to decide how this one could play out. See you next time.